Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today's video is going to be about PayPal Working Capital. PayPal Working Capital is a funding option that PayPal offers to certain businesses, and it provides them with capital to keep their business working, to purchase inventory, to purchase different equipment, pretty much just to help you and your business in whatever way that you need it. There are different options that you can choose from if you are applying for PayPal Working Capital as far as what you're going to use the funds for. But I think this is a really beneficial option, and I decided to create an overview, pulling up their website and just talking through some of the highlighted points of PayPal Working Capital in case you're all interested. I did create a video last year going over my experience with PayPal Working Capital and how I was introduced to it. So I will leave that video down below if you are interested in watching after this. But if you are interested in learning more about PayPal Working Capital, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So like I mentioned, PayPal Working Capital is a funding option that PayPal offers to different businesses. I really think it's a great option because, as you can see on the screen, you have flexible payment options. So you choose a share of your sales to automatically deduct as payment. So managing your cash flow is much easier. So you get options if you are approved as far as what amount you are wanting to take out and also what repayment amount goes with that amount. So you can choose, just for example, 20% of your sales, 30% of your sales, or 10% of your sales. You also don't have to worry about a credit check because your loan is primarily based on your PayPal account history. So no credit check is required, and it does not affect your credit score. A lot of times when business owners are looking for different loans, that process, if you're a new business owner, even if you're not a new business owner, sometimes that process is just it can seem tedious, and you can apply to different places and feel like you're not getting approved anywhere. And every time you're applying, depending on the institution, they may ask for you to do a joint loan application with yourself and your personal credit as well as your business credit. At least that's what we used to do when I was working as a loan officer in the financial field. Depending on the business, how long the business has been around, the sales that the business is making, the profit after we work up the profit and loss worksheet. And so typically, when you're applying for a business loan, it's not something that happens in minutes. The fact that you can get funding in minutes through your PayPal account is amazing, and I know this can be helpful to a lot of businesses. When I first was introduced to the option, I thought it was too good to be true. I thought that it was a scam until I did my research, my information, and I realized that it was not a scam. And it really made me appreciate using PayPal even more because they do have options like this. So it talks about here how much you can receive. So it's based on your PayPal sales history. So you can receive an amount that fits, your business, what you're looking for. And they also, like I mentioned, take into account your PayPal account history. It also explains how the repayment works, how much it costs. I really like that too. So if you do have any questions regarding PayPal Working Capital, you can find all of this information right on their website. They're really good with explaining how everything works. And I like the fact that, like I said a minute ago, or like I showed you on the screen, that they have flexible payment options. So you don't have to say, okay, every month I'm going to pay $430 a month for this loan. Every month, if you're getting consistent sales, they're taking a percentage from your sales in order to pay back your loan. So if you're getting sales that month, you may not even have to worry about you actually coming out of pocket to pay back your loan because your sales are doing that for you. So of course, you're going to pay it back, but it's just a different flexible payment option, a different way that you can pay it back without necessarily coming out of pocket if your sales are consistent enough to pay back the percentage that you agreed to. And here it just shows how everything's calculated and things like that. So I really like that option. Now, I do want to say this. If you are selling products, you do want to be cautious and make sure that when you choose a repayment option or an amount that's going to work best for your business, that you're taking into consideration the amount that is going to be deducted from your sales. So say you have a product that's $200 and your profit is $80. Out of that $200, PayPal is going to take out their percentage that that you committed to. So whether it's 10, 20, or 30, just for an example, and you want to make sure that you're still left after they take their percentage with an amount for your profit. Map that out before you take an amount, because the last thing that you want is to take an amount, get the money, and then for the majority of your loan, you're losing money because you're not getting anything, because the profit is being taken by the percentage that PayPal has taken. I've watched some videos about that where people have said, hey, PayPal working capital didn't work for me because they took all of my profit. And before you commit to it, just make sure, do the math. I know it may take some time, but do the math and make sure that it's going to work for your business, especially if you have products. Also, a point that I want to highlight is process at least 20,000 in annual PayPal sales if you have a Premier account, or at least 15,000 in annual PayPal sales if you have a business account. So you need to have, that met to be eligible. And also you have to have a PayPal business or Premier account for 90 days or more, and you have to pay off any existing PayPal working capital loan. So if you already have a PayPal working capital loan, you cannot take out another one at this time until you pay that off. And then you do want to make sure that you have your PayPal business account open for 90 days or more. Also, there have been people that have emailed me after watching the first video that I created, which is going to be linked below. And they have asked, they've said things like, I've applied for PayPal, or I'm trying to apply for PayPal working capital, but I don't see the option. I just signed up for PayPal today. Do you have any insight on that? And right here, it explains that you do have to have your account for at least 90 days. I also would focus on generating orders if you have just opened that PayPal account. Don't get discouraged because you need to have it for 90 days, but use that 90-day period as a time to really get serious, if you're not already, with your orders, because PayPal working capital, they don't pull your credit, but they do look at your account history. They do look at the amount that you're receiving. And like I just mentioned, you do need to have at least 20 or 15,000 in sales in order to qualify. You are going to also need to enter in some of your personal information. So you're going to need your contact details, so like your address, the business address, business name, EIN, birth dates of like the owners and whoever else is applying for the loan, social security numbers of the primary business owners and business management as well. And it also assures you again, or reassures you, that there's not going to be a credit check. So yes, if you are looking for funding, especially, I know we're right around the corner, or Black Friday is right around the corner, literally. And I know a lot of businesses can use extra funding. If you have been applying for different loans and you just don't know where else to go, but you do use PayPal and you've met the minimum requirements, I would definitely go ahead and apply. I mean, you really don't have anything to lose, in my opinion, because with other funding institutions where they do hard inquiries, you may have, your credit score to lose. I don't want to say your credit score is going to just go completely down, but typically when you do a hard inquiry, your points can definitely, let's just say it can affect your credit score. It definitely can have an effect on your credit score. So the fact that this is not affecting your credit score is a win-win. You can literally apply and even see the options that you have available and still decide not to go with it. So once you apply, even if you're approved, it's not like the money is automatically in your account. You do have to go ahead and choose the option that's going to work best for you, agree to the terms and conditions, and then go ahead and and then at that point, then the funds will be deposited into your account, and you can go ahead and either purchase inventory or purchase whatever you agreed to purchase right through your PayPal account, or you can have the funds transferred to your personal or your personal account, bank account, or your business bank account, or wherever you have your funds transferred. You can have that money transferred over. Just trying to see if there's anything else I want to highlight. While I'm talking, I'm still showing you different information that's on the screen. Again, all of this information is available on the PayPal Working Capital website. And another good perk that we've already touched on that I just wanted to reiterate is the fact that you can apply for another PayPal working capital loan once your initial loan is paid off. So if you're someone that has taken out a loan and you're like, look, I'm about to pay this off, but I don't think I can do it again because I've already had one, that's not true. You can definitely reapply and, see if you're approved again. They also have a whole nother page on frequently asked questions and just like an overview of the PayPal working capital as well. In case you want to look at more information, you can definitely do that. It talks about when your offer is going to, well, when it will expire. It does say that the PayPal working capital loan offer is good for a limited time. It explains how your fees are calculated. So the fee is based on your business sale history. They go over payment logistics and timing. So they just go over all of the information that, for me, when I was looking into PayPal working capital and I was asking questions and doing my research, even after I got off that initial call, because I was called initially and introduced to it, I still went back and I found that it was very, very helpful to have all this information in one place, so that I can reassure myself that this is legitimate, go over any questions that I may have had and answer them really, just using the information that's available on the website, and also feel that closure that I need. So I just wanted to put this out there that this is a real option. I get lots of questions about different funding options and what do I recommend you go to apply for a business loan. If you're using PayPal and if you've met those minimal requirements, I say try it. I definitely say try it. You don't really have much to lose, especially since there's not a hard credit check. And I think that it's a really great option for a lot of businesses, as long as you're making sure that the percentage amount that you agree to is not going to leave you in a position where you don't have a profit and you're actually losing money in the long term. So just keep an eye on that. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.